Donald Trump was born into a world of privilege. His father, Fred Trump, was a successful real estate developer. From a young age, Donald learned the family business. Donald was confident and ambitious. He had a natural talent for self-promotion. He attended the Wharton School. After graduating, he joined his father's company. He convinced his father to expand into Manhattan. He had a vision of transforming the city's skyline, and he would put the Trump name on all of them. This was the beginning of the Trump empire. Manhattan in the 1970s was a city in flux. Crime was rampant. The infrastructure was crumbling. Many people were fleeing to the suburbs. But Donald Trump saw opportunity amidst the decay. He believed that he could bring glamour and excitement back to the city. He set his sights on a dilapidated hotel next to Grand Central Station. The Commodore Hotel was a relic of a bygone era. Trump saw its potential. He persuaded the Hyatt Corporation to partner with him. Together, they would transform the Commodore into a glittering new hotel. The renovation of the Commodore Hotel was a resounding success. It put Trump on the map as a major player in Manhattan real estate. He had taken a chance on a risky project. He had turned it into a goldmine. The success of the Commodore Hotel fueled Trump's ambition. He was determined to make an even bigger splash. He would build a skyscraper that would bear his name. It would be the tallest, most luxurious building in New York City. It would be called Trump Tower. Trump Tower was a bold and audacious project. It was located on Fifth Avenue, one of the most expensive streets in the world. Trump spared no expense in its construction. He used only the finest materials. He hired the most renowned architects and designers. The tower was a testament to Trump's ego and ambition. It was a monument to his wealth and success. The building was an instant icon, a symbol of 1980s excess. It attracted celebrities, socialites, and business tycoons. The apartments in Trump Tower were some of the most expensive in the world. The retail space was occupied by luxury brands like Gucci and Tiffany, and Company Trump Tower was more than just a building. It was a brand. It represented wealth, success, and exclusivity. Trump Tower was a game-changer for Donald Trump. It made him a household name. It cemented his status as a real estate mogul. He was no longer just the son of a successful developer. He was a star in his own right. In the 1980s, Atlantic City was booming. The seaside resort town was undergoing a renaissance. Casinos were popping up everywhere. Trump saw an opportunity to cash in on the gambling craze. He believed that he could build the biggest and most opulent casino in the world. He purchased a struggling casino called the Taj Mahal. He poured hundreds of millions of dollars into its renovation. He envisioned a palace of gambling and entertainment. It would be the crown jewel of his empire. The Taj Mahal opened its doors in 1990. It was a massive complex with over 120,000 square feet of gambling space. It had over 3,000 slot machines and 150 gaming tables. The casino was a hit with gamblers, but it was also a financial disaster. The Taj Mahal was burdened with debt. It struggled to generate enough revenue to cover its operating costs. The casino filed for bankruptcy in 1991. It was a major setback for Trump, but he was not one to give up easily. He would bounce back. He would continue to build his empire. Section 5. The Art of the Deal, Trump's Business Tactics. Donald Trump's business tactics were often unorthodox. He was a master of self-promotion. He was not afraid to take risks. He was also a ruthless negotiator. He was always looking for an advantage. Trump was a firm believer in the power of his name. He licensed his name to a wide range of products. Everything from steaks to bottled water bore the Trump brand. He also wrote several books about his business acumen. His most famous book, The Art of the Deal, became a bestseller. Trump was a master of using the media to his advantage. He cultivated relationships with journalists. He was always willing to give an interview. He understood the power of publicity. He used it to promote his businesses and himself. Trump's business tactics were often controversial, but they were also undeniably successful. He built a multi-billion-dollar empire. He became one of the most famous businessmen in the world. Section 6. Controversies. Shadow, from bankruptcy to boardroom battles. Donald Trump's business career was not without its controversies. He was involved in numerous lawsuits. He was accused of unethical business practices. He was also forced to declare bankruptcy several times. Trump's casinos in Atlantic City were particularly troubled. They were plagued by financial problems and labor disputes. Trump's management style was also criticized. He was accused of being autocratic and demanding. Despite the controversies, Trump remained a popular figure. He was seen as a self-made man, someone who had achieved the American dream. He was also a master of reinvention. He was always able to bounce back from setbacks. Trump's ability to weather controversy would serve him well in his later career. He would go on to become one of the most polarizing figures in American politics. Section 7. Brand Trump from real estate to reality TV. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Donald Trump's business empire expanded beyond real estate and casinos. He ventured into new industries, including golf courses, a modeling agency, and even a short-lived airline. However, it was his foray into the world of television that would truly catapult him to a new level of fame. In 2004, Trump became the star of the reality TV show, The Apprentice. The show featured aspiring entrepreneurs competing for a chance to work for Trump. The Apprentice was a massive hit, and it transformed Trump into a cultural icon. Trump's catchphrase on the show, "You're fired," became part of the American lexicon. The Apprentice showcased Trump's business acumen and his larger-than-life persona. It also introduced him to a new generation of Americans. The show's success further solidified the Trump brand. It demonstrated his ability to captivate an audience and to market himself effectively. This skill would prove invaluable in his later foray into politics. Section 8. The Family Dynasty, Trump's in the Inner Circle. Donald Trump's family has always played a prominent role in his business ventures. His father, Fred Trump, provided him with the initial capital and connections to get started in real estate. As Trump's empire grew, he brought his children into the fold. His daughter, Ivanka Trump, became a key executive in the Trump Organization. She was involved in many of the company's major deals. His sons, Donald Jr. and Eric Trump, also held leadership positions within the family business. Trump's children were not just figureheads, they were actively involved in the day-to-day operations of the Trump Organization. They were often seen by their father's side at business meetings and social events. The Trump family became synonymous with wealth, power, and ambition. They were a constant presence in the media. They were featured in magazines and on television shows. The Trumps were a modern-day dynasty. Section 9. The Presidency and Beyond. A Legacy in the Balance. Donald Trump's decision to run for President of the United States in 2016 shocked the world. He had no prior experience in government. He was a polarizing figure who had made his fortune in the business world. Yet, he managed to tap into a vein of discontent among American voters. Trump's presidency was a tumultuous time in American history. He pursued an aggressive agenda of tax cuts, deregulation, and conservative social policies. He also clashed with foreign leaders and alienated longtime allies. Trump's presidency had a profound impact on the Trump brand. His supporters embraced his policies and his brash style. His detractors viewed him as a threat to American democracy. The Trump brand became deeply intertwined with American politics. It remains to be seen what the long-term impact of Trump's presidency will be on his business empire. Section 10. The Trump brand enduring influence or fading glory. The Trump brand has always been synonymous with luxury, success, and exclusivity. However, the brand has also been tarnished by controversy, legal battles, and political polarization. The question now is whether the Trump brand can maintain its luster, or if it is destined to fade into obscurity. On the one hand, the Trump brand still holds a certain cachet among some segments of the population. His supporters remain loyal. They admire his business acumen and his willingness to challenge the status quo. On the other hand, the Trump brand has become increasingly polarizing. His detractors associate the brand with division, intolerance, and corruption. Many businesses have distanced themselves from the Trump name. The future of the Trump brand remains uncertain. It is possible that the brand will endure, albeit in a diminished capacity. It is also possible that the brand will eventually fade away, overshadowed by the legacy of Trump's presidency. Section 11. The Enigma of Trump, Unraveling the Secrets. Donald Trump is a complex and enigmatic figure. He is a master of self-promotion and a savvy businessman. He is also a polarizing figure accused of dishonesty and racism. Understanding Trump is key to comprehending his rise and future. Supporters see him as a successful outsider. They admire his business acumen and willingness to challenge the establishment. They believe he is a strong leader. Detractors see him as a dangerous demagogue, troubled by his false statements and disregard for norms. Love him or loathe him, Trump has left an indelible mark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos exploring the world's most fascinating stories. Drop your thoughts and suggestions for future videos in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you.